Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
You got to do that work, man. Do that work.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Taking a shot on the first play. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Let's go.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Now, to me, these are the decisions that are not so easy. Analytics, go for it on 4th down. Yeah, pull the trigger. But in these type of games now, where it's 4th and 5+, this becomes very difficult. How confident am I in this play in the red zone that I know I'm going to get a touchdown and not get stopped short?
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Here comes the Texas offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Longhorns are marching down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, DeBosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. He's headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
They'll line up to go for 2. The play action fake. Quarterback moving. And under pressure, and he can't get it away, and they won't be able to add to this lead. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Sayin using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Zings it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up.
Bro, we can get this shit?
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's going to run it. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position.
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the outside. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's looking into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Sayin. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt.
No.
What a disappointment. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Forced out of the pocket. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
Yeah, I knew he was going to quit.